Hello, welcome back. I'm the Irish film critic and yeah.
Whoa, fucking whoa. Hold off there, real solid snake. This is Batman week. I mean, Dark Knight Rises. Time is upon us, people. The fact is, like we the Irish critics, it should be looking at all of Batman, you know. Looking possibly at the comics, looking at the movies, of course. Looking at some of the game releases, the fairly recent Arkham City, some of the older ones, Batman Returns, Revenge of the Joker, that type of thing. And then there's also the other side of the coin, the animated releases. I mean, come on. Because some of the animated films have been simply fantastic. That's why Batman Week's going to continue. This time I'm jumping in before real Solid Snake gets a chance to finish his fucking bullshit. And don't get me wrong, I love the Batman franchise. Michael Keaton's always going to be my Batman. But there's other films that can be out there. And rolling off the bat with Sucessor2L this time, we're going to be talking about Batman Under the Red Hood. Now, Under the Red Hood came out in 2010. One of the fairly new released DC original animated movies. The storyline, of course, is based partially on the Under the Hood storyline from, I think it was 2005-2006, as well as elements of this, Batman: A Death in the Family, which, of course, saw the death of Robin, who at that time was Jason Todd, and also gave us one of the more iconic scenes, Batman cradling the dead Robin, of course, after the Joker mercilessly beat him to death with a crowbar and left him to die in a bomb-filled warehouse. So, of course, the Under the Red Hood, we have Bruce Greenwood as Batman, Neil Patrick Harris as Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing, Jensen Ackles from TV Supernatural as Jason Todd, aka Red Hood, and John DiMaggio as the Joker. And I have to say, DiMaggio does a fantastic job as the Joker. I personally prefer Mark Hamill, but John DiMaggio, fantastic as the Joker in this production. The story goes to this: it opens pretty darkly with the death of Robin, Jason Todd. You can see the Joker killing him. Of course, then we fast forward a couple of years to Batman being his normal dark and depressing self, and continuing his mission to clean up Gotham. But we also run into this new guy who's fighting against the current main crime boss, Black Mask, who's played in this, I think, by Wade Williams. But basically, Red Hood's doing his own brand of justice. He seems to be going like an anti-hero route. You know, he's cleaning up the streets of Gotham, but he's doing it his own way. He has no problem killing people. He has no problem threatening, bribing, other things. Of course, we get to see little bits and pieces. We get to see a bit of growth in the relationship between Batman and Nightwing, how the death of Jason Todd affected him, the shock at the fact that the Red Hood is actually Jason Todd, although it takes a bit for Batman to figure this out. But there is also the fact Red Hood drives Black Mask to be so desperate that he recruits the Joker to take him out. Which of course leads to a humorous sequence, which this right here.
I'm going to need something to wear in a very big truck.
Sure. Anything else?
I'll need some guys. Not these guys, because, well, they're kind of dead.
Shut up and fight.
But anyway, back to the main action. Of course, we get to see Batman and Red Hood team up at one point to fight here's a full never put Tony on, although Batman is hesitant to go that far. We also get towards the end where, you know, finally Red Hood reveals himself as Jason Todd, and personally I like this part of the story where he tells Batman straight up, you know, I forgive you. It really wasn't your fault that I died. But he can't forgive him for letting the Joker live. Of course, Batman and Red Hood do have a fight before this, but leads to a moment where he gives Batman a choice. He gives him a gun, picks up the Joker, and basically he's using the Joker as a human shield with a gun pointing at his head saying, right, here's your option. 1, I can kill the Joker. 2, you can kill me. That is the options. But Batman being Batman, he chooses not to do it, and this provokes Todd to angrily try and shoot Batman, of course allowing Bruce to disarm him and sort of breaking what little will Jason has left. But of course, Jason activates a bomb. We see we have a recreation of the start of the film, which is the big explosion. Batman is which tries to disarm it, but Joker spears him and decides, hey, let's all three of us go out with a big bang, because in the end that'll make him the only winner. But we see Batman chuck Joker off, make a go for Red Hood, but the place explodes, and when we get to see Batman coming out of the rubble, he has Joker, but Red Hood is nowhere in sight. The film ends then on a kind of sad note. Shows you Batman in the Batcave, sort of sulking and brooding, and Alfred sort of confronts him about this. Does he want to remove the memorial, the monument, which was first seen in Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, where it's Jason's Robin suit? Does he want to remove it? Bruce is just like, this doesn't change anything. What Jason did as Robin doesn't take away that, which I think is a nice touch. And of course Jason sort of walks in the comics anyway for a long time after that, sort of the anti-hero villain route, sort of being Red Hood and then being Red Robin, even doing a wee bit of a brief stint in Nightwing, and then jumping back to Red Hood, especially with the new 52. He's now the all and out anti-hero, leading his own little team with Roy Harper, aka Red Arrow or Arsenal, and Starfire, and Red Hood and the Outlaws. All in all, it's a really good movie. It's a really great adaptation of those two storylines. You know, it doesn't go fully, and then of course there's changes to make it more easier to available, because in Under the Red Hood, the actual film, the reason Jason Todd is brought back to life is Ra's al Ghul brings him back via a Lazarus pit because he feels responsible, because he had a plot going at the time, and in order to distract the great detective, he hired the Joker as a distraction, but he didn't expect Joker to go out and kill Jason, and that's why he sort of distanced himself from going against Batman and tried to bring Jason back as a side of penance. But of course that goes to shit, because in the actual comics, what brings Jason back to life is sort of a reality altering punch from Superboy Prime, I think. Although the Lazarus Pit thing does happen, it's Talia al Ghul who finds Jason, recognises him, brings him back to sort of healthy. He's sort of like amnesiac and just generally fucked up, and she beats him in the Lazarus Pit, which of course brings him back to full strength. But Ra's is also in the pit at the time, which some people say is why he goes a little nuts. Apart from the pit does that anyway. So there's some, as well as the, of course, with Ra's involvement, that also changes the sort of Death in the Family storyline, because in the actual Death in the Family book, he's originally trying to find his mum, because he finds out, you know, who he thought was his mum is not his mum, so he tracks out who could be 3 candidates. Eventually meets his mum sort of triggers him out to the Joker. Joker ends up killing them both. Batman goes fucking nuts. Joker becomes like a sort of political ambassador for the Middle East, and there's even a little moment with Superman. Batman decks Superman, but nearly breaks his hand doing it. But for Under the Red Hood, all the performances are great. Jensen Ackles is fucking amazing. He has Red Hood, Jason Todd, Bruce Greenwood, of course. A very good Batman. I particularly enjoyed watching him in this, and I enjoyed watching him in the Young Justice cartoon series, where he's sort of playing the same Batman, but younger, not as dark, but still very good. John DiMaggio, of course, very good as Joker. Neil Patrick Harris, I thought was pretty good in his season Nightwing. All in all, a very good film. I would say check it out. Of course, we're going to be continuing with the Batman week for the next little bit. I would say by the time this is up and running, Real Solid Snake, maybe even Dog 385 will have something else up, either before or after this, so stay tuned for the rest of Batman week.